my name is Becky and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all okay. It's been a hell of a time, like it really has. I think it's been about it's got to be at least 6 months, I think. So yeah, I just thought I would check in and say hello. I hope you're all okay. Life has been so crazy. Like I do not know even where to begin, to be honest, because it really has. So I last filmed a video which hasn't gone up in, actually I filmed two. So I filmed one in about, I think it was about December time. Actually it was December time, I can't remember exactly when it was. And no, it wasn't actually, I'm lying. It was about, I think it was around Halloween, but just before then we got some really like bad information and stuff. So then I filmed again around November, around my birthday, and I didn't end up uploading that either. And then I filmed again around Christmas, and something else happened. So I don't want to get upset just yet. Let me explain to you what happened. So in October, my mum's sister, so my auntie, who is like a second mum to me, oh yeah, before I get into this, guys, get your tea and biscuits because we might be here not a while, but we are going to go into some info, so you might want to maybe get a tissue as well. So my auntie, who is like my mum, she really is like my mum. She never was able to have her own kids. She's got stepkids, but she never had her own kids. So when I was growing up, she always treated me like a second child. And so she found out in October that she had brain cancer, and it was in her lungs as well. Or brain cancer at first, and then we eventually found out it was in her lungs, originated there and spread to her brain. And then yeah, so she was fine. She was having chemo and she was doing really well. No, she was getting ready to have chemo, sorry. And yeah, she was doing really well. And yeah, we were just enjoying life and stuff like that, trying to make the most of everything. She got told then that she'll probably have about 2 years to live. So we tried to make the most of it and thought, yeah, let's like get on with it. And then yeah, so then that happened, and then November was my birthday. We had a lovely time, really nice, but say crazy again. And yeah, COVID was still around, so we still had to be careful, not mix too much there, because she had to be so careful. And then Christmas came, and then you know my boys. Sorry guys, I need a second. Yeah, so God, I knew I wouldn't be able to get through this. I was crying. Right, so get yourself together. My boys, Monty and Bruno, the dogs, like the most amazing. I'll put a picture on here. The most amazing boys ever. So Bruno, we took him for a walk Christmas Eve, and when he got back, he wasn't very well. He did suffer with Sharpay fever, so we just thought that he was maybe having a flare up of that. And so yeah, we took him for a walk, came back, gave him the food, he didn't want to eat it, and from then it basically all just went downhill. It just all went to shit, if I'm honest. He was panting and he was really poorly, and then throughout the night he got worse. So by 7 o'clock Christmas Day, we were up at the vets in Ellesmere Port, and they are absolutely amazing. Like they were amazing, but they closed at 7 o'clock, and so we took him there, and then they told us that he was a very sick boy, and he's probably not going to make it. Sorry guys, I'm going to get some tissue. I knew I should have brought some over. Bear with me 1 sec. Right guys, just had a little wig of water. I'm trying to sort myself out. Blew my nose. So yeah, they told us that he was a very poorly boy, and that he probably wouldn't make it through the day. But he did. He was a little fighter. He really did. He tried to kick its bum, whatever it was that was trying to take over his body. And then by 7 o'clock that night, we had to go back up to the vets, and Obviously it was Christmas Day, they had no staff that could stay overnight. And so we took him to the emergency vets in Chester, and they came out to the car because, say, COVID's still crazy then. They came out to the car and they looked at him. She was amazing as well, and I honestly couldn't fault her anymore, any at all. And then she looked over him and they took him in, and that was the last time he was in the car. And then they took him in and we waited in the car for a bit, and then they took us in to see him, and they told us that the Shar-Pei fever had basically taken over his body, and he wasn't a well boy, and it was only going to get worse overnight. So we made the decision he wasn't going to make it, basically. They told him that he's going to be in a lot of pain all night. And yeah, we then had to make the decision ourselves what we were going to do. So it's either he was going to be in a lot of pain and he'd probably die throughout the night without us there, or give him the dignity and let him go with us there. So she couldn't believe his age as well, because he was 8. She said most dogs have Shar-Pei fever and he lived till 4. So we should be proud of ourselves, but it was still heartbreaking. Yeah, so we went in and said goodbye to him. Told him that Mummy loved him. And then, yeah, he was gone. It was so peaceful. He didn't even know. He was in so much pain anyway that they gave him morphine. So he just didn't even know. So that wasn't too bad for him. We were just a mess. He was my baby. We've struggled for years to have kids, if you don't know. For years. So my boys were my babies, basically. We rescued Monty, if you want to know. Oh, hold on, let me sort myself out. Right, we rescued Monty. We were on holiday, me and Craig have been going out about 5 months, and I pretty much moved in with Craig straight away. He just bought this, was in the process, was going to buy this off his granddad. And yeah, so bear with me once I've got to blow my nose again. So yeah, we had only been going out about 5 months, and we went on holiday to Ibiza, and we had to call off one of our friends whilst we were there, saying that he was painting and decorating the house, and there was a dog in the garden next door. He more was like a god. And this woman, she just had a stroke, so he got talking to her basically, and she was looking for someone to rescue this dog. So me and Craig said yes. He was only 7 months at the time, but he was built like a horse. He was the biggest dog you've ever seen. So he was literally like the biggest dog ever. So that's how we first started with our dogs. And then yeah, Bruno came into our lives, and life was, honestly, it was just complete. So yeah, so Christmas Day, Bruno passed away. It was horrendous. And then we came home, and before this, sorry, I should say, about 5 days before Christmas, Monty wasn't feeling too well, so we took him to the vets, and they thought that he might be diabetic, so they were gonna see how he was, because he was drinking a lot of water, and they said see how he gets on and come back in like a week's time. So that's fine. Check and see how it got on, reduced all sorts. And then yeah, this happened with Bruno, and so what happened then? And then yeah, 5 days later, so he just gradually went downhill. I think once he realized that Bruno was gone, he really knew. Like when you say like they know, they really know. And so once he realized that Bruno was gone, he just went downhill. And then by 5 days later, we were back in that same vets again, and he was there all day again. They tried as best as they could, even our own private vet, because I think this was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I can't remember what it was all a blur. Even our own private vet, she rang me up when she went over his blood work, and she said yeah, they've done the best they can. He's a really, really sick dog. So, but the thing is, this is the craziest thing, his and Bruno's bloods were completely different. So we were worried that like they'd been poisoned, and so that's why we got them to go over the bloods and everything, but they weren't the same. They didn't have any of the same links or anything, so that put our minds at rest, because you just never know what people are like. Hear some scary, crazy stories about things like that. But yeah, so 5 days later, same thing again, waited all day, and then again we got called in, and we were told that he wasn't going to make it. But the worst thing was with Bruno, it wasn't easy, but it was easier because he was really, really, really sick. He wasn't walking around and wasn't doing anything. But Monty was really sick. But he got up when he saw us and his little tail was going, and that made it so much harder. But he was sick, you know, he was sick. He'd stop eating, he stopped drinking. He was really, really, his kidneys, everything was just failing him. So it was just cruel, and he was in pain. You could tell because he was shaking. Just never wanted to put my baby boy through hell because she said that he was in agony, and I didn't want that to happen. So we held him again and said goodbye. And he was gone. We kissed him. We literally kissed him. Didn't let him look. And held him. And then we spent some time with him at the end. Yeah. Sorry, just looking over there because we've got, I'll show you in a minute actually. We've got a cabinet and it's got their ashes and everything, and it's really nice. Like, we love it. So we put all their little bits in there. So yeah, by like New Year's Day they were both gone. It was like a tank hit me. It really, really was. I just didn't know how to cope. It was horrible. Like, I really don't know how to explain that loss. Like, I've lost my dad, I've lost my nan. And nothing compares to it. Honestly, I don't know. I obviously, losing them were hard, but just losing the two of them like that was just horrendous. So yeah, let's move on from that. So we lost both of them, but just paused for a sec so I could like sort my face out again, blow my nose. But every cloud has a silver lining. So we've been together like 11 years, and we've always had Monty pretty much, except for like the first 6 months that we were going out. And yeah, so the house was just so empty. It was horrible. It was a really, really horrible few months. And then I was dealing with my phone, just decided to be like, yeah, I'm not working. So yeah, every cloud does really have a silver lining. So the house was empty. So we didn't really look, but we were like, I'm always following dog rescue sites. So yeah, so we were kind of just browsing. And then I found one which was quite local to me. I knew I didn't want to rescue a dog from the UK. That sounds awful. I know there's a lot of UK dogs that need homes, but I also know that there's a lot amount of dogs in Romania and a lot of places like that need homes. So I found this rescue, which was in Liverpool. Actually, this rescue found me because I wasn't even following them, and then this post came up and it randomly, I just clicked on it, and then yeah, as soon as I saw, well, should I just show you? That might make it easier. Say hello, this is your debut. Say hello. Oh guys, he is my big fluffy giant. Look at him. This boy filled a big hole, guys. I will tell you that now. Yes, he is as big as he looks. He's a beast, aren't you? He's a Romanian Raven Shepherd. And oh God, guys, I couldn't be more happier. So this guy came from Romania and he needed a house, didn't you? He needed love. He needed a family. And yes, he's literally, exactly, look at him. He's a beautiful boy. He needed love, and we had that love to give. So he came to our house, and yeah, we couldn't love him anymore. He is January, February, March, April, May. What are you? You're 16 months old? Oh my goodness. He's 16 months old, guys. How crazy is that? He's a big guy. But yeah, we love him. We did January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, he's 16 months old, yeah. We love him so much. So guys, this big guy came into our life, and I honestly couldn't say, if you have never rescued a dog before, if you've never rescued a dog before, please do. There's so much joy in it. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you how much joy. Oh, you like being on camera? I didn't know you would. You did not tell me this. You did not tell me you liked being on camera. Oh, this is new. But yeah, oh, he wants to go back out. Who are you talking? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? So yeah, guys, he's just an absolute... Oh, you want to go back out? He's a talker. He's an absolute talker. And, oh, gosh, guys, sorry. Sirius knocked you over then. I also have Annie here. So Annie is Bruno. Sorry, it might be a bit lighter because Sirius wants to go outside, so I've had to open the curtains, the doors, everything. Yeah, I have Annie here. Annie, come here. Come on. So Annie is Bruno's sister. So we lost Bruno, didn't we? This is Annie, big boy's sister. And yeah, she's a big girl. She's quite big at the moment because she's been on steroids. Because you've been poorly, haven't you? She had a few eye problems, typical Sharpay stuff. But yeah, she is Bruno's sister. And this is the big girl. She's the loveliest little girl. Look at her. She just loves cuddles. You like to be on camera too, don't you? Do you want to say hello? Look, Annie. Look here. Hi. That's got to be your screenshot. That's got to be your screenshot for something or whatever it's called. Whatever you call it when it's on the front. So yeah, guys. Having Annie around when we lost Bruno and Monty as well, that, I'm not going to lie, that really, really helped. Didn't it? He's barking. That's one thing, guys. It's hilarious. He is not the biggest fan of birds. He doesn't attack them. He barks at them. Like, bear with me. There's a blackbird on my gate. Yeah, so seriously, I was just telling them how you're not the biggest fan of blackbirds or any type of bird, to be honest. So yeah, Annie got us through a lot when the boys went, like, a hell of a lot. Like, honestly, I don't know how I wouldn't have coped if she wasn't around. Annie is my mum's dog, by the way, yes. So she is just a baby girl. Everyone loves her. These two just constantly play. Annie is, how old Annie? Annie, you're 8, aren't you? Oh, Annie, you're nearly 9. And Sirius, obviously, 16 months. So it's like a whole new lease of life to her. Oh, gosh. Guys, I'm going to have to pause you again because they're going to go crazy. I'm going to have to chuck them outside and go bonkers. See you in a sec. So Sirius decided he wanted to go out and Annie decided she didn't. After all that, oh my goodness. Right, oh my goodness. Come on, come here. So, yeah, so we lost the boys, didn't we, Annie? We lost them. And that was poo, but then we got Sirius and yeah, life wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. Obviously all that was going on with my auntie, but she was doing well. And one Thursday we went out for lunch. She went and got a wig fitted and I've never seen her so happy. Like, she looked so good in it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. She looked so good. Like, she put this wig on and it was like an auburney colour and she just looked beautiful. Like, she looked beautiful and she was beaming from ear to ear. After a rough few months that she had, that really made her happy. Bear with me 1 second. Come here. And yeah, so I had a great day out, went shopping. I took Sirius to the groomers in the afternoon and then the next day happened. So 10 o'clock, not even 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock that morning, my mum came around and she said, just spoke to Auntie Pat, she's not feeling too well, she's going to have a lie down for a few hours. And yeah, she had to lie down for a few hours and then around 12 o'clock, my mum tried to ring her back, I think it was just before 12. She no answer. And then my auntie rang her back and she didn't speak, but my mum knew something was wrong, so my mum rang me and my uncle. He whizzed up there with my mum because they both had the car, and I walked up there. She wasn't good, guys. She wasn't a good place at all. She was really, really poorly, let's put it that way. We called an ambulance. The ambulance was there and they took her away. Sorry, you might be able to hear Annie. Yeah, so they took her away and then she... Oh, God. She never came out. Honestly, I can't tell you how we couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. Literally, she died at 6:30 that night. We were all with her, held her hand right to the very end. like it was always going to be, no matter what was always going to happen. And yeah, she was gone. My mum was just a mess. My poor mum's lost my dad, my nan, and my auntie. Oh, and they were best friends. She hasn't got any other sisters, she's got a ton of brothers. And so yeah, I couldn't believe it. Oh, guys, just needed another sorter. So, oh, Annie really knows when you're upset as well, because she gives you like the cutest cuddles. So yeah, guys, she was gone by 6:30 that night. And when it came down to it, they said it was sepsis and sepsis pneumonia. So if any of you are nurses out there, let me know if you've ever heard of it before and what's what. But yeah, sepsis pneumonia, they said she had 1 round of chemotherapy and her hand came up so black. So they don't know whether it stemmed from there. But the type of chemo that she had, they said it could lead to sepsis, but sepsis pneumonia was a big shock. Guys, so yeah, that's where I've been the past 6 months. Yeah, it's been crazy. Craig's been great. My mum's been amazing. I've tried to be there so much as I can for my mum. I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, literally, I've got a brother as well. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing. A lot older. He's like 12 years older, but we're like so close. He's a good guy. So yeah, I'm finishing this video the next day. I'm actually just going to run myself a bath. So I'm just in the bathroom. Feeling like I'm coming down with like a little bit of a cold. I know, I just think I'm feeling a little bit poo and run down the moon. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me. I know it's kind of not like the kind of video you really want to see or hear, but it's really just been like one of them years. So yes, but yeah, here's the new year. Lots of new, hopefully exciting new things. And yeah, I might just have a wedding coming up next year. Oh yeah, there's no ring on at the moment because look at my sore finger. I scratched it with my nail and it came up in like a big blister. So I've got no ring at the moment, guys. So yeah. Look after yourselves, take care. I am going to leave a few pictures and videos maybe at the end of this video so you get to see my boys a little bit more and maybe my auntie. But yeah, take care, lots of love, speak to you all soon. Bye.